Whee! Hi. Hello. Ooh, I'm a little dizzy. Hey, you may be wondering where the original show went, and I had to take it down because I said the wrong cruise company. I said Crystal when it was another cruise company, and so this is the re-record. Right, onto the show. Whee. Cruise news time. Look, I don't think it's a shock to any of us that the price of fuel is going up, but what may be shocking is there's already one cruise line that says, yeah, the price of fuel is going up. We got to pay extra for the cruise fuel, but we don't want to pay extra for the cruise fuel. We want you to pay extra for the cruise fuel. What? That's going on. Plus, there's a cool announcement coming out from Mobile about some technology, and I've made a decision. Let me tell you where I'm going to cruise out of this weekend. Cruise news. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Lido, Loca. I'm your host, Tony, here with the latest cruise news updates. And yes, time to clutch the pearls. There is a cruise company out there that is now saying that the increase in fuel cost is on you. Yeah, not only do you have to pay more at the pump to fill up your car, but if you go on a cruise vacation on Celestial Cruises, well, you may have to pay for their gas also. I know I'm making it sound a little silly, but that is the nuts and bolts of it. They are adding a surcharge to new bookings for cruises that are happening after April the 18th. And much like the rental car companies, they want you to pay in advance. They're all basing this on a standard index price of a barrel of oil that the cruise companies use to speculate on what cruise fuel costs will be. And because that number is high, we need to put this surcharge on so that we've got the money that we need for the increase in fuel. And they're going to be charging everybody $8 per day per passenger. And so if you're a couple cruising on Crystal Cruises, that equals about $118 for a 7-day voyage. And like I said, they want you to pay it in advance. So they're tacking it on to the front end of your cruise booking. It's due at final payment. But here's the silver lining, I suppose. When your cruise comes up, if the cost of fuel has gone down, they may return that money or some of that money back to you in the form of onboard credit, which you have to spend with the cruise company anyway. Celestial Cruise is not the only cruise company to ever charge a fuel charge. The big cruise companies charge the fuel charge in times past. It's written into the cruise contract, almost every cruise contract that you sign, that there could be these additional fees added on to your bill because fuel is one of those things that can really make or break the cruise company's profitability. But is this really what we want to be doing to our customer base during this point of the cruise restart? And look, I can hear some people out there already going, but Tony, it's a business. They have to do. Of course it's a business, but let's take it in the context of the business. Have you been listening to any of these earnings calls over the last few quarters? Almost every cruise line has a similar message. Bookings are up and the amount of money that people are spending on board is way up. So we're making more money on board. We see more bookings going into the future. So there is a path to return to profitability. But here's my quandary. These companies already know what it's like to lose money. They already know what accounting they have to do to survive losing that money. And is a fuel surcharge the hill that they want to die on when the push right now is to get people back on cruise ships? When the push is to increase capacity on cruise ships? When the push is to give customers a good feeling about the value that they're getting for going cruising right now in light of protocols, in light of the way things have changed? Look, I just wouldn't charge that fuel charge. I would rest in the happiness that I know if I can get people on the cruise ship, they're going to spend more because they haven't been able to spend money for a couple years, give them the best experience possible, even with these protocols, and then try to get them back so that I can extract more money from them. That's what I would be doing. I would not be exacerbating a situation where people are already uptight about paying more for fuel by going, oh yeah, you got to pay more for fuel here. Look, this is just Crystal Cruises. Crystal's a high-end brand. $8 a day per person's probably not that big a deal. I don't see the big cruise lines doing this. Royal Caribbean already came out and said, we're not going to be adding a fuel surcharge. But it makes you question it, right? Like, I know the pursuit of profit is a very important thing, but, you know, keeping customers happy is part of that pursuit, and keeping the perception of customers up is part of that pursuit. I guess unless the accountants are saying this fuel increase is absolutely going to break my business, wipe out all my profitability, push me into bankruptcy. If that's what they're telling me, I guess you got to charge the fuel charge. But if I have a choice between not charging the fuel charge and getting that money somewhere else through a service, through a purchase, through anything else, I'm not going to take a customer base already stressed out about fuel prices and add it to their vacation. That's just me. Obviously, part of that was the cruise news story, and part of that was my take. I would love to hear what your take is in the comments. Cruise news story numero 2. Mobile is getting the facial recognition. Right there, Roll Tide Roll, Sweet Home, Alabama, War Eagle. Yes, right there in Alabama, Mobile, the first cruise port I ever went out of. They're getting the facial recognitions from Customs and Border Protection. This is one of the coolest pieces of technology that exists in the disembarkation process right now. Instead of fumbling with your passport and talking to a customs agent, you just walk up, you look into a screen, and you go on your merry way. I'm excited that they're getting that in Mobile. Now, the big reveal. Which cruise will I be going on this weekend? I'm going to tell you all about it, but first, let me quickly invite you to subscribe if you like staying up to date with everything that's going on in cruising. Are you doing it with me? I hear a lot of people, let's do it together. Cruising. Please consider subscribing with the notification bell on. That way you don't miss out on any of these episodes. Shout out to the notification squad. I see you every day. I love you guys. Notification squad in the house. Thanks in advance. I've weighed my options. I've looked at my decision tree, the way that I make decisions for cruising, and I've taken your feedback, and I think many of you will be excited about this decision. I am going to cruise on the NCL Dawn out of Tampa this week. And look, a lot of you guys said I need to show small ships some love and I need to show Tampa some love, as if I've never done that before. I'm not saying you should go deep and know everywhere that I've been, but I started this whole thing on the small ships. I went out of Mobile, for goodness sakes. I've been on the Carnival Paradise out of Tampa. I've been under the Skyway Bridge. Did you see that vlog? This is what you should watch next. I'm going out of Tampa this weekend, baby. Thank you so much for watching the show. Hit the like button. This is Tony for Lido Loca, and until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido. No fuel surcharge. Bye.